This is the preview for Power Book 2, Season 2, Episode 2, Force My Hand. It's Mac the Guru. If this is your first time you're here, make sure you subscribe and everybody click that like button. Now, coming off the last episode, it was paced fast, right? This episode we about to get, I think, gonna be paced fast too. I could kind of tell by the trailer that we're gonna get a lot in this next episode. And the review gonna be up for the last episode too, so make sure y'all check that out. But let's start at the top, man. We gotta start with Carrie because she's wondering how Tariq got out. And what she don't know is it's Tate. Tate got the pull, Tate got the power. It's power and Tate got the power, you know, to make moves like that. And he done got Tariq on house arrest and got him out. And they both need each other, right? We also see moments in this preview where Tate and Tariq talking, and Tariq gonna have what Tate need. He gonna have them photos. He gonna get them from Braden, and he gonna be able to get them to Tate, you know, for Tate to move up in what he's trying to do, right? So they relationship gonna work out, but Carrie needs to fall back. She's the one that I'm watching. I'm like, man, she just need to fall back. And other people will make mistakes. Kane will make a mistake if you just let him. You just got to fall back. And the attention a shift from her. Right? And Davis is trying to tell her that at the end of the trailer. He's like, yo, you're in over your head. You're playing a dangerous game. Like, just fall back. If she did that, she probably wouldn't be involved in none of this crime stuff because she didn't commit any of these crimes, right? Now, the thing that she not going to be able to stop from getting out, I don't think, is her and Zeke's relationship. Her and Lauren had a real moment that last episode, and I don't think Lauren gonna just let her thing be everything. You understand? Because you done damaged her relationship with Tariq. She about to spill that little secret. You know, and hopefully, if she let that be known, her and Tariq could kind of patch things up a little bit. But Tariq gonna figure out about that wire, so that's gonna be a whole nother situation. I'll probably do a separate video on their relationship right now. But for the trailer, we see Tariq shutting the door on Lauren. This whole situation gonna tie into Sax and Tamika Washington's conversation, right? Tamika is telling Sax, you need to, or we need to stop Tariq before he becomes more powerful than his dad, right? I think Sax gonna let Tariq know about Lauren, which is gonna actually help him. Because Lauren in that wire, if she take the stand, you know, that could go against Tariq, but it could help him too, because the thing is, this is the key. On that wire that Lauren did have, she got Kane and Braden in the room. So she can literally put Kane in the room from that wire. And that might actually end up helping Tariq, right? So we just got to see how all that plays out, all right? But I think Sax will let Tariq know about Lauren. Now, the thing about Sax, he is really tricky. And I touched on this on the review. But he kind of still want to be a district attorney, even though he doing something else with Davis. You know, they just doing it for, Davis just do it for the money. You know, but the way he act is almost like he still, you know, want to be a cop. He still want to be a cop. You know, basically. That's how he be acting. You see, he's still with Tamika. So, Sax is one you gotta watch. I don't know which lawyer, to be honest. I don't know which lawyer Tariq should trust more, Sax or Davis. Because you know Davis just in it for the money. You know, so that's how his, like, that's his motive, the bread. You know what I'm saying? That's what he thinking about. And then Sax, he sometimes want to be a cop, sometimes don't, you know, so it's up in the air with that. But let's get to Drew and Lorenzo. Drew and Lorenzo is trying to get their hands dirty. Lorenzo is really, I think he need another guy in Kerry's situation, like similar to Kerry. Dog, you gotta fall back. You done just got out. Usually when people just get out, they be hot too. Like the cops still on them, stuff like, dude, you trying to take over Queens, like the streets. This is why Monet was doing what she was doing with Tariq, because it ain't as a dirty of a game. You dealing with a dude that's on the campus, you know, a college kid, not these streets. Lorenzo trying to take over these streets, and he trying to do it with Drew. He telling Drew it's time for them to make moves, and seem like they about to try to get their hands dirty. Now the problem is Kane. Kane want to be that number 2 to his dad, and we see Drew and Kane arguing. This might have something to do with Kane hurting or doing something to Drew dude in their little situation, right? But we see them arguing, and really Kane just want to be number 2. He hurt because he ain't the number 2 guy. His dad ain't choose him, you know. So they whole situation is crazy, and I kind of don't see nobody winning in a situation about like trying to take back over the streets. I think that's gonna be real difficult, and it's gonna be some casualties lost due to them making the moves they making. And the biggest problem is Monet and Lorenzo, they not on the same page. They just not on the same page, and that's gonna be the big problem. And I would actually give it to Monet. Like the way she thinking is smarter than Lorenzo. He on some, you know, we gotta do it in the streets mentality. He got a similar mentality to like Kanan or Tommy. Like we gotta do it in the streets. And Monet got a similar mentality to like Ghost. Like, yo, she know this game, we gotta get out this game. Her son done been shot. We just gotta do something else. So they mentalities is totally different, but somehow they gotta get on the same page. And if they don't, one of them gonna probably go, or they gonna be on other sides from each other. Especially with Mecca wanting to see his son. Mecca want to see his son. That's what this thing about. That's what him and Monet relationship, you know, really about. Dog, I want to see my son. It's time for me to see my son. That's what Mecca is on. And it seemed like he might have sent a hit squad somewhere to do some damage. And then I actually think Tariq and Mecca might meet each other. I don't know who this is in this picture with Tariq walking down the street. They did that for a reason, to make it, you know, so we don't know, you know. But for them to do that, they got to be somebody Tariq has never met. So that's either Lorenzo or Mecca, right? But I'm leaning towards Mecca. I think they about to actually meet, you know, and we going to see how that's going to go. I know people be in my comments saying Mecca is Tariq's uncle or something like that. I don't know nothing about that, man. But we going to see how that's going to go, you know. But yeah, man, this next episode, they should give us a lot. I actually want them to slow down the pace a little bit, you know, but when they pace it real fast, we get a lot of information, right? But sometimes the scenes, they jump too quick for. I'll be like, God damn, it's like boom, 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 you know. But it should make for an interesting episode, man. It's Mac the Guru. Look out for the videos I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a bunch of separate videos, because the last episode we got a lot. These previews we didn't got a lot. So or this trailer we didn't got a lot. So I'm gonna do some separate videos too. And then check out the other content on the channel, man. As always, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.